Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to take a look at Control Paladin. And Control Paladin and Boomsday doesn't really seem like a fit. There are lots of combo decks around in the metagame and Control Paladin is disastrously bad at dealing with combo decks. So is there any reprieve? Is there anything that can be done? I had a few ideas on where to take Control Paladin. So the first idea that I had was to go with this traditional Lynessa and Zoolock route. So we have Lynessa Sunsarrow, we have Zoolock the Gorgon. We can play two really big Lynessas in the end game. Try to win the game with that. This version is the best version I could come up with of this archetype and this idea, generally the Lynessa Control Paladin, and it's not good enough. I actually had an exactly 50% win rate with this. I was able to beat control decks, I was able to beat aggressive decks, and I lost miserably to combo decks. So life went by pretty much as expected. There are some anti-combo tools in the deck, because there is the Skulking Geist, which can take away those 1-mana spells. There is Silence, there is Weapon Destruction, you can remove Twigs, you can remove Naturalizes. There are some things that you can do. Sometimes you're even able to apply a little bit of pressure. I added more threats to this deck as time went on, so obviously there's lots of buffs because it's a Lynessa deck, and there's at least the Trailblazer, there's the Lich King in addition to Lynessa, there's Ooter, which gives you a big weapon to whack the druid in the face. So there are some things you can do to try to pressure, but overall, this kind of archetype that relies heavily on buffs and on Lynessa is unable to exert enough pressure to be able to really beat combo decks. On the other hand, this deck is quite good at beating aggressive decks. You have Doomsayers for the early game, and there's one new card from Boomsday in this deck. There is a Shrink Ray. So Shrink Ray works in conjunction with Consecration or together with Wild Pyromancer, and it can remove a board, or you can even sometimes play Shrink Ray on its own and just make that board 1/1s to reduce them into smaller threats. There are some fancy things you can do, like you have a Paragon of Light, then you can drop a couple of Sound the Bells on it, and boom, you can have a 4/9 Taunt on turn 4. For example, things like that can be pretty decent against aggressive decks. Pyromancer Bells can clear token boards, even with Soul of the Forest included. And right now in the meta there is surprisingly little silence, so even Spikered Steeds can do things, and then even if you get to play just one Lynessa, that may still get a lot of job done. Earlier versions of this deck attempted to run another new card, which was the Crystology. Draw 2 1-attack minions from your deck to improve the card draw a little. This could be used to draw like Acolytes of Pain or Stonehill Defenders. Right now there's just Blood Mage Talons and Lynessa that are 1-attack minions. So those are currently the only ones that you can tutor for with Crystology. That's why it's removed from the deck. And I played with Stonehill Defenders a little bit too, but results were less than impressive. But overall, this deck feels okay. I don't think it's a great deck. I don't think the archetype with Lynessa can be great right now. But it seems relatively decent, because you have one more board clear thanks to that Shrink Ray. And that one more board clear really makes a difference. So you can take the game against like a Control Warlock, for example. You can take a game against Zoolock. There are some powerful decks where you can feel that you are actually playing on an even ground against them, or even slightly favored. But there just doesn't seem to be a way to pressure combo decks enough. That said, I am currently working on another tangent of Control Paladin, which would be the Mech Control Paladin. I will have a video of that coming up in the next few days, so watch out for that one. Until then, this is the best I could do with the Lynessa archetype. Here's some gameplay about it. So, even lock or Zoo, those are most likely the two possibilities. How well did you do yesterday? I had 28% win rate yesterday. I won 2 games and I lost 5. There were some pretty bad games too. Like, I had cornered this one big spell mage who had no removal left, and I had a huge Lynessa on the board. But he got King Mosh from his Syndragosa, and that killed the Lynessa. One turn before I drew Zola. Zola was in the bottom of my deck, so I couldn't get another Lynessa going. So like that sort of experiences. So are you telling me this is actually a Q block? That could be a problem. No, it's actually a Control Warlock. Okay, that's what it is. It's a Control Warlock. I need to get some bells going here. I can do bells on both and they're vulnerable to Hellfire. Or I can do bells on one. It's going to be a 3, 5, then 3, 4. I'll do bells on one. I'll kill that one. Got a couple of bells out there, but this is a Control Warlock, so he's running Silence, he's running Hard Removal. This will be very, very difficult. And obviously he's also running Rin. Well, not all of them run Rin, although most of them do. Here, if I had went wide, I would still have 4 power on the board to deal with this. But when I tried to play around Hellfire, I ended up in this position. I guess I need a reset now. He's not going to have any problems with that though, because his hand is not full. What if I don't reset yet? And also not reset yet. Let's see. Early Rin is the worst thing that can happen. Ooh, a Despicable Dreadlord. Now that's a surprise. Didn't expect to see this card, to be honest. Really didn't expect to see that card at all. If I play Doomsayer, he plays Rin. Rin is going to die. I won't be able to pressure him. Wasting a Tarim feels bad. I guess I can afford to throw a Tarim there though. Let's do this. This really didn't go my way. And if I had made a different choice with the bells and not played around Hellfire... But what good would it do for me to not play around Hellfire? Not sure. There's going to be silences in that deck. There's also going to be hard removal in that deck. I don't know, I think we're doing this. Punching through there. Next turn I can play Hero Power into Steed, potentially. Well, we're going to see about those silences and Hero Powers somewhere along the way. Steed, of course, would have made this much more attractive as a silence target. Now it's mostly attractive as a hard removal target. Then he would still silence afterwards. We'll see. If there's an opening, I can try to play the Lich King, but it's unlikely that there will be one.
So many possibilities.
Comes in with a full hand. More Stone Hills. That's a lot of Stone Hills. Is he actually going to attack into that? He is. I didn't assume he would let this one live. I guess I'm a little bit surprised by that. He doesn't have any buffs on the Spellstone. I have 8 cards in hand. I can just gem the Lich King here. And I will hit there to play around some kind of place with Hellfires or Defiles. Doomsayer is unplayable because of the risk of Rin. Most Control Warlocks run Rin. Not all of them do, some only play the Gnome Feradus. There's also going to be double Gnome Feradu in that deck. So the fatigue advantage is not this that is showing. It's at least -2 cards because of the Gnome Feradus. There's an upside in that Doomsayer is a potential target for his demonic project. Although he runs double sacrificial back too, so he can just kill off the Demonic Project minions. He has 3 on board, he needs another 5. He does not have a buffed up Spellstone. So I'm sure there's some combination of things he can do to beat this. But if it takes like Hellfire Spellstone, that's pretty annoying for him. Because if I had taken Hellfire Defile if I had kept a 1/1 on the board, that would have been so much more powerful for him. Next turn he can play Void Lord from hand, which is kind of annoying. What if I play Paragon, Hero Power, Anti-Magic Shell? I think that's pretty good. Then we challenge the Void Lord on the board. I think we're doing this. Well, not quite on the board, but... Now I can't steed either of these, obviously. Oh, he has 3 Void Lords this game. That is powerful. That's some powerful stuff. 3 Void Lords is good for him. Now I do have to kill this off. And he's just 1 off from killing this. Oh well. We'll see. 3 Void Lords is definitely powerful stuff though. And I'm a little bit afraid of the double Gnome Ferrado that is going to come. A Demonic Project can hit Lynessa and it can hit Zoolock, so... Oh, this is just a Defile turn. No, doesn't even need Defile when he has a Despicable Dreadlord. That's solid minion for this spot. Okay. This turn we play the Steed. Don't hit into the Despicable Dreadlord. No, I believe I don't. He has another 2 Void Lords left. No, I almost wish I had hit when I got Uther. 5+3 is still not enough to kill the Void Lord though. He runs weapon removal in that deck. So I'm going to try to bait the weapon removal. Let's hit there, and I think I'm also going to hit with this one. This one goes down to 3, yeah, I guess that's acceptable. I try to bait the weapon removal. We'll see how it goes. He has been forced to spend both Spellstones, so with the usual list he cannot kill off his Rin. So that's something. I'm trying to bait the Ooze here. There's a 3rd Void Lord. Pretty solid stuff having all the Void Lords right here. That is pretty solid stuff. I'm gonna afford to take some damage. Right. I think I still can afford to take some. Try to be cool here. Because there's always going to be the Gul'dan. That's 10 damage. And he gets to use the Ooze on the Uther weapon. Maybe. Unless he uses the Ooze now. Skull of the Manari is a surprise. Because he shouldn't have any demons left. Going down to 16 feels really bad, of course. I think I'll need to hammer the Despicable Dreadlord here. That removes some of the pressure. And then hit and kill the Void Lord. Do I need to play my Paragon? No, I believe I don't. I think this is just the way it goes. If I play the Paragon as bait, I may have to play it as bait. Maybe he will react to it. There shouldn't be any demons in hand. Well, now he obviously can't rin my deck away anymore. So perhaps I should have simply went with the... Perhaps I should have simply went with the Doomsayer. Losing Pyromancer is actually pretty bad. He should be going face now. Why would you trade? What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't quite understand what he's doing here. I could go for 5 times spells on this. Then it would... But he of course has silence. 7 attack to put into the Hungry-Etin. 7 healing. Still doesn't quite kill off the Hungry-Etin. I could go 4 times spells and Doomsayer. Because Rin cannot remove the deck anymore. But yeah, it was actually pretty inconvenient that I lost the Pyromancer. I could go double bells and Despicable Dreadlord. I think bells is the way. I think I can afford to Doomsayer too. Let's go to 21. Yeah, of course now he had the demon because he had the Nightmare Amalgam there. So he could play Rin. He can never destroy the deck. Or he can kill these. Killing this is enough, the minions can hit there. He still has the weapon removal, so he can remove the Uther weapon. It's going to be just a 1 turn thing. He has the Sacrificial Pacts, so Dreadlord is also going to be just a 1 turn thing. Quite surprised he lets that go off. I currently don't have... I have neither Consecration nor Pyromancer in hand. I have 30% to get either of those next turn. I have Dreadlord Shrinkray, by the way. I have some interesting stuff here. I suppose cooldown is going to come down now. But I think I'm still going for this. I think it's cooldown turn. 6 cards left in the deck. This is the turn when you play Gul'dan. Or you play Lich King. I'm surprised that he is even running Lich King. Well, that is something. I could push through that with just the Uther. Is that enough health? Because he's going to use the weapon. So in bottom 9 I have the Pyromancer. I have Elise there, I have Zola there. He has all the heart removal left. That's Siphon Soul, that's Twisting Nethers. Taking 8 feels a little bit bad. I only have to deal with a couple of boards, right? I think I can Shrinkray. I can Shrinkray to kill the Lich King. Obviously now he has a Lich King card. Can he have more threats remaining? I guess it's mostly just Gul'dan. Okay, so how many Void Lords? He has played 3 Void Lords, 2 Despicable Dreadlords. He gets 2 Void Lords. That's pretty annoying. I'm looking for like Talnos Consecration to deal with the remainders. But I can do... Equality. Equality Dreadlord. He's going to use Sacrificial Pact on it most likely. But he won't have much left on the board either. I think it's fine. Now we do the Equality. And kill off these Void Lords. And then I will play the Despicable Dreadlord, which in turn will kill all but 2 1/3 minions. And I don't think he has a lot of threats left, but he has a lot of removal left, and he has the cooldown hero power, so is he just going to be able to win the game by siphoning 3 health every single turn? He has a couple of Sacrificial Pacts, a Demonic Project, maybe a Siphon Soul, at least a Twisting Nether. But is this going to be... and he has an Ooze. Almost guaranteed to have an Ooze. Almost guaranteed to have an Ooze. I'd still want to Zola the Lynessa. And he has Silence too. He has so much removal left.
This jungle hides many.
We're going with Elise this turn. Let's see. I might just die to that hero power. That hero power is immensely powerful. And I might also lose Lynessa to the second Demonic Project. There are no Spellstones left, so... how does he kill the Elise? Noferadu burns the Ungora pack. 8 cards in the deck. Ungora pack just one of them, and the Noferadu manages to get the hit. Excellent sniping. Excellent sniping from the Noferadu. Well, there's my Zola. He can play like Demonic Project next turn again. I probably need to get that healing now. But he can Ooze. So I think I still don't have enough threats to win this game. Even with everything I've done for the deck and improved the number of threats, I still don't have enough. And of course, Noferadu hitting that 1 out of 8 to destroy the Ungora pack. That was 5 cards that were removed by a single card of his. This fatigue advantage is not enough when he has an Ooze. I don't have healing. What? He still has... does he have Siphon Soul? I mean, he obviously has at least Twisting Nether, but does he have Siphon Soul? And alternatively, do I want to use a Consecration so that I can kill the Ziliax? And heal up a little bit more now that it's still possible. Why does he have Ziliax in that deck anyways? A big question though. I think I need to spend the Consecration. Because if I hit into a Divine Shield, I'm not healing. But this way I get to heal a little bit. And there's of course that my hero power, he has to deal with the Horsemen. Which might direct some of the hero powers away from my face. He has a Defile left. He has 2 Defiles left. Burns my Ooze. I don't mind. I don't mind burning my Ooze. Burning my Ooze is fine. Okay. Can I afford to draw one? No, I cannot. Do I go for the Lynessa play now? Well, he has 1 more Demonic Project left. He either can answer this or he cannot. Well, he has a Twisting Nether left, right? He can do a Twisting Nether Demonic Project on the same turn as well. I think I still need to go with Lynessa this turn, actually. It's Lynessa Zola turn. And we'll push everything to face. We'll push everything to face. Okay, so I heal up to 23. Now, he can obviously kill this with... does he have Siphon Soul? He has 9 cards remaining, one of them is a Lich King card. But if it's like Obliterate, you can't obliterate this Lynessa. He could have a Siphon Soul in that deck. But even after Siphon Soul, well... okay, he has to do the Hellfire. But this is not half bad. Does he have a Silence? He has a Twisting Nether, right? He should have a Twisting Nether there. It's still time to play the second Lynessa. Because he could have another Demonic Project too. Hellfire's a gone. I haven't seen a single Defile. There are 2 Defiles. So his hand is 2 Defiles. Is there another Doomsayer? I would assume there's a Silence. So he can deal with this Lynessa with the Silence. Then it won't leave any steeds behind. And after that I'm out of threats, then I can only do Hero Power. He is 4 cards deeper into Fatigue than I am. There's a Twisting Nether, so he doesn't run Silence in the deck. That's pretty surprising. If he had Rin in the deck, wouldn't he have used it already? What do you think? I think he would have used the Rin if he had one. So I'm actually just going to silence the Doomsayer. But I'm going to hit face. Let's try this. I think if there was a Rin, I would have seen play already. Then we get the double Defile. What was the point of... Oh, he's conceding. He's conceding! Haha! We beat a Control Warlock. We win if we don't die. I guess that's the best I can say about this matchup. He didn't run Giggling either. Yeah, he didn't. I'm not sure about the value of LA Giggle anymore. People are taking so heavily against it. So sometimes I wonder a little bit whether LA Giggle is worth it. Well, Druid kept 2 cards. Assumption, Wild Growth, Nourish. Wild Growth this turn, Coin Nourish next turn. Kept 2 cards, no Wild Growth. Intriguing. We'll keep jamming these Hero Power tokens on the board for now. Innervate. Coin. So Innervate. Isn't Innervate only run in Dogwaggle Druid? I can't beat Dogwaggle Druid. That's kind of a problem for me. Who actually run Blood Knight to fight? Yeah, they do that too. But hey, I have a problem. I don't think I have a way to beat Dogwaggle Druid with this deck, because Paladin doesn't have any anti-combo protection. Once he gets the Florist down, I might just lose the game.
Let me light the way.
Paragon and Hero Power. Plenty of ways to deal with the Paragon, but best setup I could figure out to try to get the steed out there. Alright. Psych Melon. So it could be Malygos Druid after all. I'll punch him in the face a little bit. And now he has the combo pieces. And he's going to play the Florist. Florist can miss. And Florist can still miss, right? Although obviously not looking very good. Don't want to cycle a Hammer of Wrath this turn. It couldn't kill the Florist. Yeah, I'm cycling the Hammer. Let's draw more cards. But we might just suddenly die. That sort of stuff happens. Because it was a combo deck and he had double Florist. Well, that's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying indeed. It's a melee druid because he's running Lich King, right? If I jam my equality now, I don't have a solution to killing. I have to play the Tarim, right? I think I have to play the Tarim. Angoro belongs to the Titans, and we kill this, and we kill this, and then we hit face with that, but... Hey, what can you do? It's turn 8, Druid has already played double Florist. Here comes the Plague. I can push through this with the Consecration. Unless there's an anti-magic shell involved from the Lich King. Which is a good card to have. Now I'm just going to give him a free reign here, because I have to do equality Consecration. And I can push 11, which still leaves him at 6. Pyro equality is worse. 1 mana off from being able to play a true silver champion, so that I could also hit face. Then he can do some swipage or something like that. But it has to be the equality Consecration. Because that's the only way that I can push damage. If I use the Pyromancer, I cannot push any damage to the face. But he still has 1 discounted card in his hand. And of course, swipe clears the board. Another Spreading Plague. Are you kidding me? That's a pretty strong draw, both Spreading Plagues in the top half of the deck. Then maybe the Swiperino. No swipe. Just Alex. And Alex on his own face. Some consolation there. I mean, I could do like Lich King Doomsayer. Alex was the discounted card, yes. So he has played all the discounted cards from the Florists now. But he has all the spells left for the Malygos combos. Too bad I don't have the Shrink Ray or the second equality in hand. I could try Lich King Doomsayer. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. I can't figure out a better play. I want to kill one of those. I think I want to take a hit there too. But I leave all the taunts on the board. Death Grip can still steal Mali if Alexstrasza was the card that drew with the Psych Melon. If I can steal Malygos, it's still possible. That would be strong. Lynessa only has 1 steed on it so far, so I still also need to deal with the Alexstrasza somehow. And I haven't seen Naturalizes or anything like that yet. Naturalizes Spellstones. These minions might even be going face here. With the right draw. Swipe Hero Power. That's the Naturalize. Double Naturalize. Wow. That means I'm going to burn a card. That's a little bit sad.
My hand is full.
Burning Pyromancer is obviously sad too. Do I try to Death Grip now? Because he has an Arcane Tyrant left. And he has the Malygos left. He just spent both natural ices, so there's swipes, moonfires. I could also do like Paragon and lots of bells. Paragon and 3 bells. Still not enough to kill the Alex even. I suppose that's still the best I have. Best I have is the Paragon and the bells. Let's try this. I got a 5-11 with lifesteal. I can still draw equality. But now he gets to draw the Mally most likely. Was it a mistake not to Death Grip last turn? Because now if he manages to find the Malygos, he can still do nice things with that. He found the Tyrant, did he also find the Malygos? That's the big question. So I could do Pyromancer, Consecration, Death Grip to deal 4 damage. He would have a 5-1 left. That's what I need to go for here. What about just Consecration? Leaves a bit too much damage on the board. Then I do the Death Grip. Malygos is in the hand. I was too late, Malygos is in the hand. Malygos is in the hand. Too late. I was too late. Mally double Moonfire. If he runs the Floop, that's also in hand. What if I had done the Death Grip last turn? Would that have been better? I really don't know. I really don't know. Geist can take away spell stones, but I'm taking too much damage. Lynessa is not that big yet, but I guess it's the best I've got. It has only 13 health. And 1 steed on it. Things are not looking great. I think I'll try this. I'll burn the spell stones to give me more potential to play Lynessa next turn. Little more potential to get to Lynessa for next turn. But if he just goes Malygos and the Moonfires... Oh, he's going to give attack with the branching paths. That's strong too. Oh, this is going to be so much damage. Then Malygos can kill me. I didn't play around this, I should have. Because now Mally and the Moonfires is lethal. Yeah, Mally and the Moonfires is lethal. I can't help it. I should have played around that. I should have just played the Lynessa last turn. I didn't think about the branching paths. I was just concerned that with the spell stones, and he had 2 greater spell stones, that he can just kill Lynessa with the spell stones and push through. But now it's just going to be Malygos into Moonfire. He top decked the second Moonfire. He didn't actually have it last turn. And there was the chance that maybe he doesn't have the Moonfires yet. Maybe I can somehow wiggle my way through this, but no. I think I'll try with this. Or sometimes things just don't line up right. Yeah, and especially with Paladin, because you can't build a Paladin deck with good card draw. It's impossible. I had a version with more card draw yesterday, and it was actually even worse. Because I lost the fatigue matchups. I didn't have cards to play, because I couldn't play anything that draws cards, obviously. Another Druid, yes. How amazing is that? And generally, Control Paladin can't deal with combo decks. It's what I've told people all the time when they ask me, when are you going to build a Control Paladin deck for Boomsday? And I said I won't, because it can't deal with combo decks, so it automatically loses so many games. But then I tried to do it anyway. Let's see. Another druid, another ramp day. That card should be a nourish. It's a twig. Well, it's another Malygos Druid. So now I need to draw a Gluttonous Ooze before this one is all used up.
Let me light the way.
If I can't draw Gluttonous Ooze by the time this is used up, then I will lose. Well, he might not have the combo pieces in hand, of course. But generally he should. And Orish off the top. Seems very druidish to me. Yep. I'm going to steed here so that I can start pressuring him a little bit. Still have some time to fight the ooze. He doesn't have silence anyway. But Spreading Plague is a good way to stop getting pressured. Soon we're going to see the infamous 20 mana turn. It's a good turn to have. I want to cycle towards the ooze. That is my current goal. Cycling towards the ooze is my current goal. Obviously there's naturalizes to worry about, but he doesn't have that many cards in hand right now. So maybe, just maybe, he doesn't have it. Excellent cards to have. Next turn he can play Ultimate Infestation and do another 10 mana turn if he wants. But obviously he rather would pull off the combo and kill me. So I'm just going to sound the bells on this a lot. Let's make it a 5-11 and push face. It's still not so. If you want to keep buffing your weapon, you at least have to hit your face into something. Unless you have a naturalize. But now he might also just wait until he gets more combo pieces. Oh, then the Florist too. That's solid. Between the Florist and the Twig, how am I going to win this? Need to figure out a way to win. I have 6 plus 7, I have 13 damage. Or I could do 12 if I want to kill the Florist. Need to apply some pressure, that's for sure. I think we're killing the Florist. With the Talnos. Pick up Looter, push face. But now, he has a Florist discounted minion. He has an additional 10 mana from the World Tree. Oh, and it hits Malygos, but he only has 4 cards in hand. Oh, he also had the Floop. Are you telling me he has lethal with just those cards? That's pretty surprising. Yeah, there was a lethal combo. He didn't even have to draw more than 13 cards from his deck. And he had 1 turn kill combo from hand on turn 8. Can be even, can be control, can be zoo. So many different warlock types to mulligan for. Even the Paragon isn't that strong against zoo, for example, right now. Just so powerful. So I think I need to look for some hard removal here. Doomsayers and stuff. Well, there is a collection of removal pieces. It's not even lock, So it's either Zoo or Control. I guess it could be a Q-block too. Kept 3 cards, that would kind of indicate Zoo, because it's rare for other Warlock types to have a whole lot of disposable cards. So I can Doomsayer to try to gain a little bit of time here. And I think that's the correct line. Because with another 2 cards kept, there's a chance that he just fills the board if I don't do this. If I do this, that means that he taps on 2, which means that he's going to come even harder on later turns. But I just have to gain that tempo now. That means I will have a 1/1 on the board that I can potentially on 4 I can do like double bells on it. And make it a 3/5 to trade something. Well, now it might not even be able to trade anything because he had Soul Infusion here. I need to make a 1/1. What's the Soul Infusion card going to be? Oh, it's going to be a Saronite Chain Gang. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I need to go in with the Jerusalem Champion. I think I have to kill one of these now. I of course do have the Shrink Ray available, but still. Oh, and then he has Kelazet as well, so that's pretty annoying. And he could have Fungalmancer. Probably need to hammer here. And hit here to deny Fungalmancer plays. Alternative was simply to hammer the Kelazet and chill with the weapon. That would have been a viable route as well. More Soul Infusioning. I see. I'm going to have to hammer again. And then hero power. But I am running out of time. I obviously have the Equality Consecration in hand, so should he play his second Soul Infusion card this turn, that might give me some kind of way. But he's playing it slow, and that's pretty strong. I'm going to have to play the Equality Consecration here. I don't like it, but I have to. Well, I got rid of the Soul Infusions, but he still has a lot of resources. He could like play a Doom Guard from hand here even. Mini 2 decks are not running Silence at the moment, some of them are. So if it's not a Silence build, then Spikered Steed might be my ticket back into the game. If it's a Silence build, it will be very difficult to get back. He can turn these into 6/6s. With a Fungalmancer. But I still need to go with the Steed now. If these become 6/6s, they would still both have to attack in, unless he has something more. Now 2 Pyromancer of Consecration in the deck. I have a Lynessa in hand, so if I can find some time here. If he can't remove the Steed, for example. So much depends now on whether he has Silence. Silence has not been popular. So if he doesn't have a Silence there, then it's possible that I can stabilize. That is obviously still a strong play. Obviously. That's a lot of power on that board. But if I Shrink Ray, and he has Fungalmancer in hand, what if I do 4 times bells on this? Then it will have 14 health. Still something that he can quite easily push through. Lynessa is a 3-7. I could turn Lynessa into a 4-9. Still something that's killable with the right cards. I think I need to try this. Leaves him with 4 power on the board. Of course, Fungal Mances are extremely solid right now. Doomguard Soulfire is a potential lethal as well. Maybe this wasn't strong enough. Was there any way to avoid Doomguard Soulfire lethal? I don't think there was a way to avoid Doomguard Soulfire lethal. Now he's going for that Doomguard Soulfire lethal. If he doesn't discard the Doomguard... He discarded the Doomguard, so no lethal. Yay. This is an equality consecration turn. He needs to draw the second Doomguard. If he draws the second Doomguard, he wins. There's no life drinkers. This is always an equality consecration turn. Hit him in the face. Hero power. Do I play bells on this hero power minion? Yeah, I need to do the bells here. Then if he doesn't find Doomguard now, he has 20% now to win the game. Can he get his 20% out? He couldn't get his 20% out? That's something. Does he have silence in that deck? I don't think he has silence in that deck. I'm obviously dead to silence, but well, I'm always dead to silence, so... Then we just buff this up as much as I can. And if there's no silence in that deck, then Lynessa wins. Yeah, this is not enough against Lynessa. If there's no silence to go with that. And now actually even silence is not going to be enough anymore, right? Because he can't silence them both. What if he has silence and he silences Lynessa and he kills this? Does he still have a chance? Yes, he could have a chance. But he has to have the silence. But I guess there's no silence in that deck. Pulled it off from 1 health. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.